January 26th to 27th, 2026, South and Central America. A deadly winter storm in the South and Central America has killed more than 40 people and left more than 1 million people without power. Deadly snow, freezing rain, and severe frost swept across large parts of the United States in late January 2026. The powerful winter storm system affected the states of Louisiana, Mississippi, Tennessee, Arkansas, Kentucky, Ohio, as well as New York, and other areas of the northeastern United States. According to local officials and American media reports, the storm has so far killed more than 40 people and left more than 1 million customers without power. Hundreds of flights have also been cancelled and thousands of kilometers of roads have been closed due to ice. The winter storm formed in the southern United States late on January 25, 2026, and began with heavy rain and a sudden drop in temperatures in Louisiana and Mississippi, as a very cold polar air mass moved in from central Canada and collided with a moist system from the Gulf of Mexico. The precipitation quickly turned to snow and freezing rain. On January the 26th and 27th, the storm system spread north and northeast across the United States, hitting Tennessee, Arkansas, Kentucky, and Ohio before reaching New York and other northeastern states.
In Ruston, Louisiana, 2026. You see, we right here by Walmart and
According to local authorities and US media reports, more than 40 people have died so far due to extreme cold, road accidents, falling trees, and accidents caused by freezing temperatures. The power grid was also severely damaged, and more than 1 million subscribers in the southern, central, and northeastern states of the United States faced power outages. In the wake of this winter storm, more than 100,000 flights were cancelled at major airports including New York, Chicago, and Nashville, and thousands of passengers were stranded. At the same time, widespread freezing of road surfaces caused hundreds of chain accidents. Falling trees and power poles caused extensive damage to residential buildings due to the weight of snow and ice, making relief operations difficult. The number of victims of this storm has reached more than 40 people, with nearly 10 deaths in New York. Nearly 3 people have died in the states of Texas, Tennessee, and Pennsylvania each, and deaths have been recorded in dozens of other states. The leading causes of death were reported to be frostbite, car accidents on slippery roads, heart attacks while shoveling snow, and carbon monoxide poisoning. Along with the winter storm, a severe cold snap also swept across much of the United States, contributing to widespread power outages. The sharp drop in temperatures caused power lines to freeze, overload transmission lines, and damage transformers, leaving more than 1 million customers without power. The worst outages were reported in Tennessee, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Texas. Meanwhile, temperatures in parts of the Midwest dropped to -19 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, I'm every bit of 30 feet from these trucks coming by. All right, I can go across now.
The weight of ice and snow on trunks and branches caused thousands of trees to be uprooted and fall onto homes and streets. This blocked roads, stranded vehicles, and exacerbated power outages, posing a serious challenge to emergency responders. Major highways I-40 and I-70 also faced severe traffic disruptions in many states due to multiple crashes and the formation of dangerous layers of black ice on the roads, and dozens of communication routes were rendered inaccessible. Thousands of rescue workers, firefighters, police, and municipal services teams were put on full alert in the affected states. Rescue workers, using snowplows and heavy equipment, began operations to open roads and free cars stuck in snow and ice. Emergency teams were sent to remote areas to help the elderly, the sick, and those trapped in their homes. Emergency shelters were also set up in several cities for citizens who had lost electricity or heating. Search and rescue operations are continuing in rural areas and on main routes, with rescue workers' priority being to save lives and access the besieged areas. As the crisis spread, the governors of several states, including Tennessee, Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas, and Kentucky, declared states of emergency to expedite relief efforts and infrastructure reconstruction. The federal government also began providing logistical and financial support to the affected states by deploying the National Guard and activating the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA. The U.S. Department of Transportation coordinated relief flights and equipment transfers, and electric utilities mobilized thousands of technicians from neighboring states to repair transmission lines and transformers in the affected areas. Government officials urged citizens to avoid non-essential travel and follow safety guidelines against extreme cold and freezing temperatures.
Some of the areas of our neighborhood, it looks like a tornado went through. Some of the
That's a pretty picture of this right over here.
They're all cooked.